I thought I didn't need Envato Elements because I use AI on other tools. And then I got an email saying they have unlimited AI tools for music, narration, images, and video. I changed my mind, getting a full library of images, videos, music, Premiere Pro assets, plugins for my website, and now also unlimited AI generation tools for all kinds of media for just $16 a month was incredible, and you can generate as many as you like. They created very simple tools to work with, so you can use them on top of the other things you get from Envato Elements. If you don't have a subscription to Envato Elements, you can click on the affiliate link in the description to join the website. If you subscribe to the individual yearly plan, you get it for only $16 a month, which is very low compared to any other AI tool, and compared to any other full library of content where you can download as many as you wish. To get to the image gen tool, you need to go to Envato Elements and log in. At the top left, you have the menu. The first item is Gen AI, and when you click it, you can see all the tools you get from Envato Elements. Most of them are unlimited, and you can generate as much AI media as you wish, except for the video gen, which has some limitations. But it is still in beta, so that can change in the future. The first item in the menu is Image Gen. Envato Elements just dropped a new tool. This time, it's a graphic AI generator. Let's see how it works. Go to your Envato Elements account. If you don't have one, you can use the link in the description. Then click on Gen AI in the top menu and find Graphic Gen. Click it and you'll see a bunch of images that represent styles you can use. At the bottom, there's a box for your prompt. You can write something short there. Unlike other tools where you can write in more detail, here the prompt should be short because you select the style before you start. You can't generate the prompt without choosing the image style first. It's a bit different from the original image generator because it's simpler. You don't need to describe what you're looking for. You just choose from the styles shown on the page. Then it should generate something. You can click Generate Another, and you'll be back on the Graphic Gen main page with the same style and prompt you wrote. Now you can write something different. Or you can click Generate Again, and it will create something new. Or you can hover over an image and click one of the 4 options there. You can click the heart icon to save it to your favorites in the Graphic Gen library, download it, or copy the image and paste it to another website. For this example, I opened Adobe Express to see how it works when you copy it, so you don't even need to save it to your computer if you don't want to. The image is small, as you can see, so if you want to change its shape or expand it, you can click the pencil icon, and it will take you to Envato's image editing tool. There, you have options on the side to remove the background, upscale, expand, replace, generate similar, crop, and even make it into a short video. I have another video showing how to use each of those tools, so you can watch that next. After you generate your first graphic, new items appear in the Graphic Gen menu. History, where you can see all the graphics you generated, and Favorites if you marked any as favorites. From History and Favorites, you can hover over any image and get the same options you had when you first generated it, so you can download or edit anything you liked. This way, you can reuse it later. As for the license, it's the same as with other gen tools from Envato Elements. You can use it inside a bigger project, but you can't use it as is without making changes. You can use it in commercial projects. Just make sure your subscription is active and that this isn't the only graphic in your design. You need to add other elements to the project. The Video Gen tool from Envato just got even better. Now you have the option to add sound effects to your videos. Let's see what you get. First, you need an Envato Elements subscription to use this tool. Click the link in the description or scan the code on the screen to get one. These are affiliate links, and if you click them, you support my channel so I can make more tutorials like this one for free. After you go to Envato Elements, click AI Gen at the top left menu, then click Video Gen. I showed that in the past, but let's assume this is your first time using it. Unlike other AI Gen tools from Envato, you get a limited number of videos to generate each month. You can't save the video credits from month to month, but the count resets at the start of each new month. Last month, I had only 15 videos to generate, and now I see that I got 30. I'm not sure if they changed it because it's not mentioned in any docs that you get more than 10 videos. You might see something different on your account. Anyway, it's limited. The video generates a few seconds of a clip based on what you write in the prompt box. You can see that on the main page of the Video Gen. You can also choose the aspect ratio, horizontal or vertical, depending on your needs. And now there's a new option to add sound to the video. It's just a button you click inside the Video Gen. If you want your prompt to be more detailed, you can use the magic pen to enhance it for you. You have 2 options. One is to use image to video, and the other is to use sound gen. You can't use both to create the video. Starting with the image option, after you write the prompt, you can click the plus button to upload an image, or you can click the button to create an image with AI. If the sound effect is on, you won't see this button, and you won't be able to click the plus button. After clicking to generate the image, it will take some time, and then you'll get 3 images as options for the first frame of the video based on the text in your prompt. If it's not what you had in mind, just change the prompt and try again. Even if you want to add sound later, it's a good idea to generate the first frame without sound first, just to check if the AI understands what you're trying to create. This step doesn't use any video credits, but it will use credits once you start generating the video. After you see that the AI gets the vibe of your video, click Set as First Frame, or download the image to use it later. You can click the arrow button at the bottom right to start generating the video, or you can click Select as First Frame, which will take you back to the prompt page. Now you can click Generate Video, or if you were just testing the image, you can click the Add Sound button. It will hide the image you picked as the first frame. If you remove the sound button, you'll see the image you chose again. Based on what you want to do, you can now start generating the video. Click Start Generating, and it will take about 2 minutes. Just note that if you choose the sound effect option, the final video will not include the first image you created with the AI. Let's see the video it generated for me with the sound. After you have the video, you'll see 3 options under it. You can see the prompt you used. The first button takes you to the history of the videos you generated in the past. The pen button takes you back to the main video gen tool with the prompt you wrote, and if you used an image, you'll see that too. Or you can click the download button. Note that you can download the video anytime by going to the history tab, so don't worry if you leave this page. When you're in the history tab, you can see that on each video, you have 3 options: to delete the video from the history, to copy the prompt so you can use it again, or to download the video directly from the history. Now, a few questions I got since I made the first video about video gen by Envato Elements. The first one is how you can use it and what rights you have. You can use the video as part of a bigger video by adding more to it. You can't sell the video on stock video websites or use it as is without editing or adding to it. Also, you need to have an active Envato Elements subscription when you upload the final video. You can't use videos you generated while you had a subscription and upload them after your subscription ends. Another question someone asked in the comments is if the characters are consistent, and the answer is no. Envato Elements doesn't have consistent characters, but you can generate images based on the same character and then use them as the first frame of the video. So it will look consistent that way. The videos are very short, just a few seconds. So if you're planning to create a long video with it, you'll use up your monthly credits from Envato pretty fast.
A new experiment with Envato AI. They create something new each time I open the website. This time, the change is in the voice generator. They added a few things. First, when you click the main item in the menu, you get to the page where you can create voiceovers with ready-made voices, as before. But they added something that takes a few more clicks, which I don't like. You also have new options to get the same text over 2 or more characters. Before you generate the text, click all the voices you want to test with your text. Then you'll get the option to download each one separately or all of them at the same time by clicking the button for that. After you generate the voice and want to continue with the next part of the voiceover, you need to add a few more clicks, which makes it slower than it was before the change. I hope they change it back to what it was a few days ago. Now let's see what else they added. You now have history, which is very good. If you need to generate something again, you can just go to the history and see the text you generated. The last item you generated is going to be the first one in the list, and you can download it again there. Or you can generate all the text and download it at once when you go to the history of the voice generator. You'll see on the side that there's also a new heart icon. You can click it, and then this voice generation will also be in the next tab called Favorites. You can download it from there and go back to it if you need it more than once. If you want to remove the voice generation from Favorites, you can just click the heart again in the Favorites tab or in the History tab, and it will disappear from the Voice Generator Favorites tab. In the Download tab, you can see what you already downloaded, so you can check if you missed something or download it again if you can't find it in the history. They also added a new feature called Experiment 01. This is an AI voice generator, and you can do a few things with it. But before you get excited, thinking you can use it for any language in the world or get the exact accent you want, you need to know that it's not consistent. So whenever you generate new text, even if you use the same tags, you're going to get a different voice. It's very slight, and this video is created with this tool to see how bad or unnoticeable it is if I use the same prompt for all the voiceovers, but generate them in separate parts, because you can only generate 2,000 characters in each generation. Let's see how to use it. On the side, you can see the question mark. If you see something different than what I show here, you can read the changes there. It will probably change fast enough in the next week or two because they update it all the time. But for now, you can see that you have the box to write the text for the voice generator. You can also see that on the side, there are some tags running in a half circle. You can click any of them while they are rolling, under the text box. You have for now 3 options for tags, and you can click on one tag from each category. The first one is emotion for the voice. The second is accent. It doesn't always work with the right accent, but there are some combinations of language and accent that can work. I tried it in Hebrew and English to hear the different accents. The next tag set is for speed. This controls how fast the text is read, and together with the emotion, you can create very interesting pacing for the voice. On top of the box, you have a line you can move to get a different pitch for the voice. On the left, you get a deep man's voice, and on the right, you have a high-pitched woman's voice. Whenever you add a tag from the right side wheel, you can click it, and you'll see other options that are similar. You can test different tags. You have 2,000 characters for the text, and after you set the tags, you can click Generate, and it will generate the voice. If you want a different language for the voiceover, you can click the globe icon and choose a language from the list. They have a very big list of languages, and it will generate a translation for the text. Use this only if you know the other language you are trying to switch to, because I tried to translate from English to Hebrew, and it came out odd. So if you don't know the other language, you might find mistakes in the translation. After it generates the translation, you can change the text in the box and fix small grammatical errors or words that work better. If you have text in one language and an accent in a different language, it might sound right or might not. So you need to know which accent goes with the language. Or you can skip the accent, and it will generate the original language's accent. For English, most of the time, it uses some kind of American accent. Some of the generated text sounds a bit robotic, especially when I tried to use an accent that didn't match the language the text was written in. All the generations you create will go to the history and be saved there for future use or download. This specific voice generation is with the tags, authentic for emotion, speedy for speed. I didn't add an accent for this, and the line is set to soft treble, gentle, soothing at 0.8. I created it back-to-back with long text, and it generated very fast. The fact that I'm not limited by credits or any download limits makes this tool very useful if you create lots of videos and want AI-generated voiceovers. After you generate the voice, you can click the X to close it, and the settings you set before will be saved. You can generate the same text again and get a different vibe for it, or you can delete the text and start over with the same settings to get a somewhat consistent voice. I think it sounds mostly the same. Can you tell where I had to generate different parts of this video?
Envato Elements has new AI tools that are not limited, and you can generate as many as you like. They created very simple tools to work with, so you can use them on top of the other things you get from Envato Elements. In this video, I am going to focus on the Image Gen tool to create images with AI. Let's see it. If you don't have a subscription to Envato Elements, you can click on the affiliate link in the description to join the website. If you subscribe to the individual yearly plan, you get it for only $16 a month, which is very low compared to any other AI tool, and compared to any other full library of content where you can download as many as you wish. To get to the Image Gen tool, you need to go to Envato Elements and log in. At the top left, you have the menu. The first item is Gen AI, and when you click it, you can see all the tools you get from Envato Elements. Most of them are unlimited, and you can generate as much AI media as you wish, except for the Video Gen, which has some limitations, but it is still in beta, so that can change in the future. The first item in the menu is Image Gen. This is a very simple tool. Unlike other tools that create images that are very complex and take time to learn how to use, here you have a simple box for the prompt, and under it, you have the option to choose if it will be square, landscape, or vertical, and basically that's it. All the information about the image should be typed in the box. After you type the prompt, you have a button to enhance the prompt if you wish to do so. The AI will then generate a more precise description of what you want this tool to do for you. When you're ready, you can click the button to generate the image. Now you get 8 different options. Unlike other AI image tools that give you 4 each time, this one also generates the images very fast, and you can do a few things with them. When you hover over an image, you'll see buttons for that image. You can like it or unlike it if the image is not what you want. This helps improve the AI tool. On the left side, you have some buttons. The first one is to generate a similar image, and it will create a prompt for generating more images. After you click Generate, it will start creating another 4 images for you. You can see that the new images have the prompt at the top, but also show the image you created them from. The next button is for downloading the image as is. Under it, you have 3 dots, and you get more options. Maybe in the future, they will add more items here. For now, you have Edit and Report. When you click Edit, you go to the Edit AI tool, which I will explore more in the next video. When you click the image itself, you get to see it larger, and you can then click on any of the tools to edit, download, create a new image with this prompt, or mark it. After you generate images, you get your own history of images. If you want to get to those images after you close the website, you can click your icon on the top right side, and you get a new menu that is open only when you are in one of the AI tools. You can get to all of the tools from there too, and you can see that under Image Gen, you have History and Favorite. When you click History, you go to the page where you generated all of the images, so you can go back and download them, generate similar ones, and edit the image. When you click the Like button, it will save the image in your Favorites tab. You can't really remove the image after you create it, but maybe that will change in the future. Maybe this is something they are still working on since the tool is pretty new. Back to the main page, you can see that it remembers the prompt and the image you used to generate the new image. Under it, you have examples of images you can use to create a new image and get new ideas for what you can do with it. I have to say, these are very nice-looking images, although the tool doesn't have all the fancy customization options that other AI image tools have. But overall, it does the job. If you need an unlimited image generator and other AI tools, Envato Elements can be your solution. Watch this video next to learn how to use the editing tool. Envato Elements added a tool for editing photos with AI. It can remove backgrounds and change things in the image. Let's see how to use it. This is part of the Envato Elements subscription, so you can use it without extra cost. The subscription is $60 a month, and you get access to everything that Envato Elements offers, like photos, videos, music, templates, add-ons, and other AI tools. You have the affiliate link in the description to try it. Now let's see how to use it. First, log in to Envato Elements. On the left side of the menu, you have the AI tool menu. Click it and find the AI edit. You can start editing the image from here by uploading your own image, or you can use the generated image tool. If you go to the photo stock of Envato Elements, where you can get human-made images, you can hover over each photo and you'll see the new magic band to send the image to the editing tool. Let's take one image from here. At the top of the image, you can see its size in pixels, so you can check if it grows or shrinks. Next, you have the option to start a new edit or download. You should know that the tool doesn't save images, so if you like something during the editing process, you should download it immediately because you can't go back. On the left side, you have a menu for the tools. The first one is Remove Background. Let's see what it does with this image. After it finishes, you get 2 options to choose from. If you like it, you can keep it, but if it's not what you were looking for, you can cancel. This is a hard image for background removal, so let's get another image where the background is not part of the main subject. It works best when the image has a clear main focus, like a human or a specific object. The next tool is to upscale the image. Let's take a smaller image so we can upscale it. Click it and see in real time how fast it is. You can choose how much to upscale it. You can upscale it 2 or 4 times, but this specific image is big, so it limits the upscale to just 2 times. This is a good tool if you use AI and want to upscale an image because it's too small for your needs. You can see the different size as the numbers change at the top. Like the other tool, after it upscales, you need to click Keep or Cancel. The next tool is to expand the image. If you like the image but need it in different dimensions, you can use this tool. I tried the square option, and it took the main elements and squished them together. If I had to crop the image, I would have to get rid of some of the elements. I also tried to make it vertical, and you can see it did the same as for the square, but it also added some sand and sky at the top, so it makes sense. You can see that after I click Keep, the image is downscaled in size. So if you need it larger, you can now click Expand and make it larger again. Next, let's see the Replace tool. You need to mark on the image the part you want to change. You have different brush sizes. After that, you need to write to the AI what you want to change it to, and click Replace. You get 4 different images. The first time I tried, I changed the boat. I wanted to see something bigger, but only the last option had a bigger boat. It changes only the part you marked. So if you want something bigger, you might need to mark a bigger part of the image. The second time, I marked a bigger part and asked it to add an island. This time, it gave me the first image without a boat, but it also didn't add the island. You can see that after it generates the images, you get different sizes. You can expand them to a bigger size afterward. Under the Replace tool, you have Erase. This is for deleting parts of the image you don't like. In this example, let's remove the floating lights. Like with Replace, you need to mark the part of the image you want to erase, and then add a description of what you want to erase. Then you get 2 options. You can see a small difference. One added something to the background, and the other is just empty. After that, you have Generate Similar. This is something you can also do with the AI image generator. Click it, and you need to describe what you want to change. I asked it to change it to a man's hand. I got 6 options. One of them is a woman, and one is an android. It also gave me 2 square images instead of a landscape image. Some options were similar and just changed the hand, and others changed the background or the computer. Overall, I think I got a few options that could work if I had to use this image for real. If you want to just crop the image, you can do it with the next tool. Click it, and you have options to crop in specific sizes. Then you can move it around until you get to the position you want to crop. Or you can click the freestyle option and change the size of the crop square and move it around until it crops the part you want. After that, you can upscale it again to make the image larger. If you found an image and you want it to become a video, you can click the last option, Generate a Video. Then you need to choose if you want it to be a vertical or horizontal video. Because video generation is limited to 15 per month, you can see how many credits you have left. Then click Generate, and it will make the image move. If you like an image and want to make it a video but also want something in it that isn't there, you first need to use the Replace option to add what you want, and then make it a video. The video you generated will be in the video history. Click the Video Gen tab, and you'll see the History option. There you can find the video. Who is this AI edit tool for? Well, I think it does its job. It's good for anyone using Envato Elements. I think it's a useful tool if you just need a quick fix for an image and don't want to open Photoshop or other design tools just to fix small things. It's very fast, and you get a few options for each tool, which is great. And you can always upscale the image if the AI made it smaller, so that's a big plus. It's free to use for Envato Elements users, and it's unlimited, unlike other tools like this. So I think it's really good they added it to help stand out from other AI tools or stock websites. I thought I didn't need Envato Elements because I use AI on other tools. And then I got an email saying they have unlimited AI tools for music, narration, images, and video. I changed my mind, getting a full library of images, videos, music, Premiere Pro assets, plugins for my website, and now also unlimited AI generation tools for all kinds of media for just $16 a month was incredible. In this video, I will explore the music generation tool to create AI music. They also have other tools for their music library, which was created by humans, so let's check it out. First, if you don't have an Envato Elements subscription, you can click the link in the description to get one. If you're not sure about committing to a full year in advance, you can start with 1 month and cancel if you don't want to keep using it. Anyway, let's see how to get to the music generation tool. After you have your subscription, you'll find the Gen AI option in the top menu. Clicking it will open a submenu with different tools. Click Music Gen to start creating music. Like all of their other AI tools, you get a very simple box and some tags to generate the music. You can also generate music from other music. I'll show you how in a bit. You need to write a prompt for what you'd like in the music track, like instruments, mood, and other details. If you're not sure how to describe it, you can use ChatGPT to help you with a prompt. Below the prompt box, you'll find some tags to help the AI understand what you're looking for. If you don't know exactly what to write, you can just click the tags to start generating the music. There are some options inside. You can read them and test different tags. Since there's no limit on how many music tracks you can generate, you can always create a few samples and change the tags until you find the right combination. It takes some time to generate the music track, but overall, it's very fast. And whenever one of the tracks is finished, you can start using it, like downloading or extending. So you don't need to wait until all are done if you already find something you like. You should know that you only get music. I tried different prompts to add lyrics or vocals, and it kept generating only background music. So if that's what you're looking for, this tool might not be for you. The music that was generated was nice. I think it's best for videos that need background music or any other content where the music is not the main focus. After you set everything, it will start generating the music. Wait for the full process to finish. While it's generating, you can already start listening to the first track. You get 4 tracks of 30 seconds each. It will also give each track a name. You can find the tracks in your new music library. This is your own AI-generated music library. To get there, click the top right to open your subscription. This menu looks different when you're using the AI tools. If you're in the regular library that was created by humans, you'll see a different menu. So, to access your music library, first go to any of the AI tools from the top menu. Once you're there, you'll see that you can switch between all the AI tools. Under the Music Gen tool, you'll see an option for the library. Click it, and you'll see all the tracks you created. For each music track it generates, you also get a colorful icon, so you can tell the different tracks apart by both the visual icon and the track name. If you stop the generator, it will only save the tracks that were created until that point. So if you stop it early, you might get only 1 or 2 tracks instead of 4. To get all 4 tracks, make sure you let the generator finish and don't close the window. At the top, you can see the last tracks you generated, and you can access all of them anytime. For each group of generated music, there's a button to create more tracks with the same prompt. It will create 4 new tracks each time you click it. For each track, you can click the play button to listen to it. If you like it, there are a few things you can do with it. At the end of each track, there are some buttons. The first one is for extending the track so you can get a longer version. When you click it, you can choose how long you want to extend it to, up to 1 minute of music. Each time you extend the music, it gets longer. So if you want a 5-minute song, you need to extend it by 60 seconds each time, and then do the same with the new track until you reach the full length you want. When you extend the music, it stays under the same name group of tracks that you first generated, so it's easy to find and see the differences. When it extends the music, you get the same track but longer, so it will sound the same at the beginning of each extended version. The next button in the track library is for creating a new track based on the one you already have. Click it, and you'll see the track and a box for the prompt. Now you can write what you want to change for the next song, like the mood or the instruments, things like that. You can play with it until you get something that works for you. That's the benefit of having no limits. The next button is for creating a favorites library. Because your library can get very big very fast, you can mark the music you like so you can find it quickly in the future. Just click the heart button and then go to the favorites tab in the library. It's the second one there. You'll see all the tracks you marked with the track name and icon color, so you can find exactly what you're looking for fast. The last button is for downloading the music. When you click it, you get the option to download the track and also download the license. The track name will be Envato Music, followed by the name of the track you got here. If you download 2 tracks with the same name, the file will have the same name with a number at the end. Every track you download will show in the download section of the music library. That way, if you need to download it again or do something new with it, you have the list here, and you don't need to remember exactly which track it was from the big list. Before I talk about the license, let's see how to use this tool with the music library Envato Elements has that was created by humans. Click the Audio tab. Now you're in the huge library of music that you can download and license with Envato Elements. I have another video that goes through how to use this license, but for now, I want to show the tracks you can use to generate similar music. On the side, you have different tags you can select to help find music you like. To hear the music, you can click the play button. On the right side, there are some tools. You'll see that some have 2 circles and some have a magic pen. The 2 circles are for searching similar music, but the magic pen is for creating a new track based on that one. When you click it, you go directly to the Music Gen tool where the track is used as a reference. Now you can add a prompt. I found it's best to change things very slightly because if you change too much, it might not sound good. Just like with prompts, you can't take a track with vocals and expect it to genera. On the side, you have different tags you can select to help find music you like. The music that was generated from the library was not what I expected, but they write that this is still in beta, so I guess time will tell if this tool works better using existing music as inspiration. For now, you can't upload a music track of your own, only use what's in the library or just generate from scratch. Now, let's face the licensing of this music you generated. But first, disclaimer, I am not a lawyer, and you should read the terms yourself. And if you have any questions, you should reach out to Envato Elements support to ask them directly. From my understanding of the terms I read, you get a license for using this music inside another product, like a video. You can't use it as a standalone music track or try to sell it. This is still Envato Elements property. So if you create a video where the music is the main thing, like when you use just one image or the video is made only for listening, you need to be aware that you might get a copyright claim, which is different from a copyright strike. A copyright strike risks your channel, but a copyright claim risks the money you can earn from that video. Your channel stays safe. If you upload a video to YouTube using music you generated with the Music Gen tool from Envato Elements, you can submit the license to prove you have the right to use that track. Then, the claim should be removed, and you can get the money from the video without problems. The process of submitting the license is very easy, and once you get used to it, it only takes a few minutes. So it's worth it if you like to use this music. In the music library, you have the license ready to download. I suggest downloading it immediately when you download the music track and saving both in the same folder. That way, if you get a claim in the future, you can quickly submit the license number. It's important to know that when you use the music in a video, you need to upload that video while your subscription is still active. You can't use music created during the subscription and upload the video after the subscription ends. This is how they make sure you're paying when you use their stuff. If you already uploaded the video while your subscription was active and then stopped your subscription, you are still safe, as long as the video was uploaded during the time you were subscribed to Envato Elements. If you like to see how to solve the copyright claim in case you got one, you can watch this video next.
After a long time of copying and pasting the Envato Elements license to clear YouTube copyright claims, you can now do it inside Envato, and it takes just minutes. Before I show how it works in Envato Elements, let's talk about copyright claims in YouTube. There's something called Content ID. This is a system that can recognize when you use copyrighted music. When you buy a music library, you usually get a license to use it under certain conditions in videos, so you can earn all the royalties from the ads shown on your video. If you get a copyright claim, it means you can't get the money. It goes to the owner of the music you used in the video. If you have a license, like with an Envato Elements subscription, you can download the license and add it to the copyright claim removal process, which I showed in a different video. Let's see how to use the new tool. Until now, you had to do it manually, and in some cases, you'll still need to do it manually. But now, when you go to the top right menu of your Envato Elements account, you can see the new tool called Claim Clear. When you download a music track, you get a notice pop up, at least the first few times you download it, and you can click to claim it from there. You can also get to the copyright claim tool when you're in your downloads. Instead of downloading the license, you can now click directly to the tool. When you click it, you get to a page where you can add the YouTube URL to clear the video. For this experiment, I just uploaded a video made of a few clips I got from the Envato Elements library, and a full-length music track I also downloaded from Envato Elements. To make this tool work, your video needs to be unlisted or published. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Then get the link of the video you're having problems with, click Add, and it will clear it in seconds. You can see that when I refresh the page, the copyright claim is removed quickly. Here are some restrictions to be aware of. This tool is good for only 30 videos a month. You can only clear YouTube videos with it, so you can't use it to clear copyright claims on other socials. You also need to use the music from Envato Elements the right way. You can't just use the music with one image and call it a day, because the copyright claim will stay even if you try to clear it. Sometimes there are claims you can't remove with the tool, and you'll get a notice that this is the case. If you try to remove the claim and it doesn't work, you can try to do it again inside YouTube by downloading the music license. You need to have a membership in Envato to use the tool. Although you can only upload the video with the music while you have a subscription, the license will stay with you forever, so you can prove that the music was used while your subscription was still active. The video should be on your YouTube channel before your membership ends. This applies not only to this clearance tool, but also when you try to use the manual license. Another thing you should know is that if you try to remove a claim and it doesn't work, you are not going to lose the credits for the clearance. This is a fast way to remove claims, so use it instead of downloading the license and uploading it to YouTube. But I also have a tip for you. Whenever you use any music from any source, always put that music inside a folder on your computer, and then immediately add the license for that music there. That way, if you get a copyright claim in the future, you won't have to look for it in the gazillion downloads in your Envato Elements account. If you'd like to see how to manually clear copyright claims on YouTube from Envato Elements, click here.